Alright, you know what time it is. It's time for a reaction video. This video is going to be a little bit different than the videos I've been reacting to recently. I came across this video randomly. It's this girl I've never seen before, and it's a video about her, being a loser. So I figured we could check that out, see what it's all about. It was one of these videos that went viral. You know how, like, 2 or 3 years ago, the meta was like basically some like loser, quote unquote, makes a vlog type video where they complain about being a loser, and then it goes viral and gets millions of views, and then they're not a loser anymore because they have like a successful channel. It was one of those types of deals. So before I get into that, I have like 490 subs right now, 490. And if I get to 500, I'm going to react to Clavicular's latest interview. It's like an hour and 20 minutes long, so it's kind of like a time investment. But like if I get to 500 subs, I will totally do that. So be sure to sub, and let's get into the video. Let's do it.
Hi, my name is I Exist. I'm 26 years old. I am a virgin. I never got a college education.
Alright, so right off the bat, her being a virgin is her own choice. It has nothing to do with her being a loser, because, like, let's be honest, like, she's a female, so it's not going to be hard for her to get laid. Like, in fact, to get to the point where you're 26 years old and you haven't had sex, that means that as a woman, that means that you've actively been turning guys down. So that has nothing to do with her being a loser. It's just a matter of her not taking any of the guys up on the opportunities that they've given her. So kind of a weird start there.
I still live with mommy and daddy. I don't drive because I'm too afraid to. I can't really tell you anything I've accomplished in life besides graduating high school, I guess. I haven't really done anything since then. I kind of have friends, but they're also my coworkers. I don't know if that counts. I've never dated before. I'm just kind of a big...
Okay, so like, again, like, her saying that she's never dated before, that's kind of weird because she's 26, and like, to be a female and not date at all up until the age of 26, that means that you have actively been turning guys down. And like, looking at her, she's an attractive girl, right? And she's not overweight. Like, I know, just looking at her, I know she gets a lot of attention from guys. So I mean, look, the average obese, unattractive female gets a lot of attention from guys. Okay? The average obese, unattractive female has way more DMs than the most attractive male that you can think of. So, and this is an actually attractive girl. So obviously she has plenty of options. So the whole, like, I haven't really dated, that again does not have anything to do with her being a loser. It's her own choice because she's a female. Like, she can basically have sex whenever she wants, and she can date whenever she wants, and she can get a boyfriend whenever she wants. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of sus. It's a little bit sus. I don't know. And her vibe is kind of like smug. So, I don't know. Let's see.
big loser. I'm very lazy. I should clean my bedroom, but I don't, and I'm not gonna show you the mess. I spend way too many hours on the internet, but only on Discord and YouTube. I don't have any real social media because I'm too much of a loser. I have nothing to show off on there. Isn't that what social media is about? Showing off your life? I have nothing to show off, so I just watch YouTube videos, and I have my own crappy little YouTube channel. You know, it only gets a few hundred views. I don't put much effort into my videos. I can't really be bothered to. I just guess I kind of prefer just having a small audience, maybe. But yeah, my channel.
I mean, this video has 1.5 million views. I already looked at it. And she has 38,000 subscribers now. So, like, this video alone basically catalyzed the success of her YouTube channel. So, you know, I mean, all the stuff that she just said is basically kind of like invalid now, right? So, yeah.
Channel is really pathetic and embarrassing too. I do not want people in real life to see my videos. I don't want to tell them I have a YouTube channel. It's called I Exist, and I just hang around in my bedroom and just talk about my problems or just talk about crap. Like, you know, like I don't really talk about much, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, that's always kind of like a concern, I guess, or like a thought, right? Like, I wonder if people who know me in real life are going to see my videos. And I already kind of suspect that, you know, there are people who know me. In fact, I would bet money that, yes, there are people who, like, even at like certain workplaces I've been at who are aware of my channel. But I don't really give a fuck, you know what I mean? You just kind of have to have that sort of attitude of like, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a fuck? It's not really that big of a deal. Like, it's 2026. Like, everyone is on the internet now. And, like, whether you're making content or just consuming content, like, you're spending so much time doing one of those two things. So, I mean, it's not, you know, these days it's not really as cringe. I mean, it's still cringe, right? Like, doing this, like, I'm well aware that, like, my videos have a certain cringe level to them because I haven't had the social proof of, you know, having 6-figure subs yet, right? Because, you know, that's when, I would say actually, like, probably lower 5 figures, like, once you have about, like, 10,000 subs, that's when your videos don't really have as much of that cringe factor. But, like, once you have, like, 100,000 subs or more, your videos are basically immune to cringe, right? Like, they cannot be cringe worthy. No matter what kind of cringe stuff you do, if you have 100,000 subs or more, you've already made it. So, like, when you watch a video, and I'm guilty of this too, when you watch a video and you see, you know, okay, this channel has 100K subs, you know, this video has like 90,000 views, it automatically, like, just kind of makes you view it in, like, kind of a, this person has been validated sort of way. Whereas, like, if you come across, like, a random video out of the blue, like, from some random out of the blue channel that has, like, 30 subs and, you know, they're talking, like, it's very easy to kind of, like, view that as cringe. But the funny thing about that is, like, oftentimes you could take one of those videos and, let's say in an alternate universe, you know, that same video was made by that same person, but they had 100K views. Suddenly you wouldn't even view it as cringe. You'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's why they have 100K views, right? Because, like, you're going to start focusing on all the positive aspects of the video. So, yeah, it's cringe until you make it, basically. Like, it's going to be cringe until you make it, but fuck it, you know. We're all going to die anyways, so might as well try to make it, right? Shit.
I just want to be a normal person. I don't want to be jealous of people all the time, which I am. Like, what's it like to have just a really nice YouTube channel where you can just confidently tell people the name of your channel and just not be humiliated by it? Like, I don't know why I even bother making these videos if I just find it so humiliating.
Not anymore. You got 38,000 subs. You made it. This little stunt worked, girl. You can post whatever you want now. You're basically halfway to the 6-figure mark, and you're pretty. You're attractive. Like, so I mean, you can basically write your own checks at this point. Like, you have enough of a subscriber base to where, like, no matter what you do, you're just going to grow, you know? So you're at that point now. So I understand this video was in the past, but hey, you made it, you know? Is the camera even on me? I got to remember to switch the camera. Like, it's one thing that I don't remember to do sometimes.
I am just a big fat loser. I don't know what I want with my future. I do know I want to travel the world, but I don't see how that's ever going to be possible when I have crippling anxiety and I can't even like go to the store or go to a restaurant without freaking out and coming back home and crying, because it literally happens like pretty much every time. And you know, I hide that from people. I try to like seem like I'm normal, but really I'm not. Really, I have these problems. Anxiety rules my life.
You know, the whole traveling thing, I never really understood the appeal. Like, if you have like some personal tie to a place, like, you know, you have family heritage that comes from a place and you kind of want to see, you know, what that place was like, you know, if it's a country outside of your own, then yeah, I mean, I can kind of understand that. But like, just willy-nilly wanting to travel the world, I never really understood that. Like, you're going to do the same shit there that you do here. Okay, maybe you go to France and you're like, ooh, look, the Eiffel Tower. Then what? What are you going to do? You just traveled across, like, halfway across the world just to be like, oh, look, the Eiffel Tower for like 5 seconds. And then now you're just left holding the bag. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I never really got the appeal of like traveling personally. Again, unless you have some personal tie to the place. But yeah, you're probably not missing much by not traveling, you know. This girl's not missing much.
It really does. I also wish I was smart. I'm a very stupid person. Sometimes when people talk to me, I just don't even understand what they're saying. And I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know if it's because of the way they like word things, like maybe I just like interpret it differently than what they meant, or I don't really know.
Honestly, I think that's anxiety. I think that's because of your anxiety, because like anxiety can give you really bad brain fog. And if you have anxiety, you're more prone to overthinking things, overanalyzing things. And thinking is a useful tool up to a certain point until you overdo it, right? Like, that's, you know, I have like OCD tendencies, like low key. And it's because like I'm a critical thinker, which can be a really good thing, but I think like the gears that, you know, like the amount of intensity that my gears can go to allow me to critically think more than you know, a lot of other people, they can also act in more of like a non-productive way, i.e. OCD, right? Like, I got to touch this 4 times before I like leave the room or something like that. Because like that over that like that part of your brain that just is overactive, it can be used for good, but it can also be used for, you know, non-productivity, or like literally like a detriment. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's anxiety. So like, you know, I've had that in the past, like, you know, when I've had brain fog due to anxiety, and like someone's talking to me and I'm literally like, what the actual fuck is this person saying? You know what I'm saying? And then you're thinking about like that sentence that they said, trying to like decipher it, and then they're already on to the next sentence. And so now you got to think about like the sentence that they said before and the next sentence. And then by the time you realize that, they're on to the third sentence, and it's game over, because then you just give up and you're like, why am I even listening to this person? But you have to listen to them, you know, like in certain circumstances, like if you're at work or something like that. You know, I haven't dealt with that in a long time, but like I would say like that's probably what you're going through. So
But all I know is I just feel like an idiot all the time. Like, I have bad memory. I just say stupid things. Well, not really. I'm not too bad with that, but I make a lot of mistakes. I sometimes just find it hard to have conversations with people because I don't really have much to contribute to it, because I'm just not, I feel like I'm not very educated, if I'm being honest. I don't feel smart. I just feel like sometimes.
don't worry, the average person is absolutely not educated. Even college educated people, like, they're educated on paper, but that's just a paper that says that they did some homework and took some tests. It says nothing about their IQ or intelligence. Like, the average person is fucking dumber than a bag of rocks. Okay, like, you might not feel like you have much to add, but like, oftentimes I feel like I don't have much to add to conversations either. But it's not because like they're several planes of intelligence above my own. It's just because like they're talking about lower level shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just like, okay, right? I don't know. I mean, I notice like if I start talking about like observational things, like if I start talking about something in any sort of depth, people kind of have some aversion to that, right? Like, people don't like to analyze. I like to analyze. And I have to mask that a lot of the times, like in order to kind of lower myself to like the normal person's like intellectual abilities. And like there's a lot of times I'm talking to people and I realize that I'm about to say like a multisyllabic word, something with like 3 or 4 syllables, and it's kind of like a word that's not used that often, but it's like perfect for what I'm trying to describe. But I know that it's not going to come off as cool. It's going to come off as like too like pretentious. So I have to like kind of dumb it down. Like, I'm constantly doing that when I'm talking to like normal people, like at a lot of like jobs that I've had in the past, or just settings in general that I've been in. So oftentimes like the miscommunication like this, it has nothing to do with you being dumb. It's just like you can't communicate with people who are on different planes of thinking, right? Like different ability levels of comprehension and thinking and picking things apart. If you have anxiety, you're probably intelligent. Like, anxiety is basically a symptom of intelligence, low key, right? Because like if you don't have anxiety, like think about the world, think about this planet that we're on. It's a rock in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of like an infinite universe, basically, relative to how small we are. And we're going to die, like 100%. It's going to happen. Nobody's ever experienced death. So it could be the worst fucking experience you could ever imagine times a trillion, right? And who knows, that might be how it is, right? And you might end up perceiving death as an eternal sort of experience, right? And the reason that I can even imagine that is because I can critically think and pick things apart and understand that like people who aren't like walking around with anxiety all day long, just willy-nilly, like, yeah, today's a good day, life is beautiful. Like, those types of people, they don't have that ability to pick things apart mentally. They don't have the critical thinking skills required to be able to do that, And if you do have the critical thinking skills required to be able to do that, then you're probably going to have anxiety because like you start realizing a lot of things that should make you anxious, right? So like you have anxiety, which tells me that you're probably intelligent. So, anyways.
Sometimes I just don't have things to say. Yeah. I'm also a big loser because I'm a leech. I live with my parents still. They pay the bills. I pay my rent, but it's not very much. And I just take up space in this house, I guess. Okay, that's a little dramatic. I mean, I know my parents love me, but I just feel like such a loser, I feel like a loser because I have secrets. I have big secrets that I would never tell anyone for as long as I live.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused about that because like let's be upfront here, right? Like if you're a virgin, I don't really know what kind of secrets you could really have. Like have you off somebody or something? Like I don't know. Like I don't know what kind of big secrets you could have, but you know, if you're a virgin and you haven't offed anybody, then that your secrets are safe because I can't think of anything.
I can't tell anyone my secrets. Because people might get scared or they might hate me or just see me as a totally different person.
What do you like? Murder hamsters or something? Like what the fuck? Like I don't know. That's crazy.
Sometimes I ask people if they have secrets, and to my surprise, a lot of people say no. They don't. And
Because they're
I always just
NPCs.
hope that they're lying because sometimes I feel like the only one that has secrets and I just don't like it. I want people to.
Well, next time they say they don't have secrets, just like be like, okay, like go into detail about like the last time you had sex, like you know, like there's always going to be like pieces of information that people omit. You know what I'm saying? Like so everybody like just by default has secrets. You have to like we can't not have secrets like otherwise we wouldn't exist as a species. Like lying is actually a necessary aspect of human interaction, unfortunately, but it's the truth. If everybody was like 100% honest all the time, we would all kill each other in like less than an hour. So the only thing that even keeps our society up and running is lying.
To know who I am. But I guess really only in a world where I would be comfortable doing that, like in a world where people would just accept me for who I am. And well, it just isn't like that. So, yeah. I'm a loser because I don't know how to cook. And, yeah, I mean, that's pretty loserish. Like,
Sweetheart, nobody knows how to cook. You have, you're totally okay. Okay, I like nobody under the age of 40, like my age, your age, younger, nobody knows how to cook. Like unless they have like a specific sort of tendency toward cooking. You know, they have an inclination toward cooking because it's like a hobby that they like to do, or maybe they went into cooking as like a career field. Maybe they went in, to chef school because they wanted to be a chef. But like other than that, like it's nobody knows how to cook. Like unless it's like pasta, right, or like ramen in the microwave. Don't worry about that.
26-year-old woman does not know how to cook. I know, I could learn, but it's complicated and I'm not gonna get into it. A lot of my situations are just complicated. You know, I have problems dealing with stress and anxiety, and a lot of people don't get that because they say, how can you be stressed when you're not supporting a family, or, you're still with your mom and dad, and it's not like, and they're like, oh, you have all this money. I'm like, I'm not saying I have like a lot of money, but I have like a good amount, and like, people are like, well, how come, you seem pretty well off, but you're stressed? Like, what's stressing you out? Like, you just have a part-time job as a waitress. Like, what's stressing you? There's just things. I don't know what to say.
Damn, you're a waitress? Like you I know you've had a lot of opportunities with dudes. Like you're good looking and you're a waitress. You have like it looks like you have an athletic body from what I can see, you know. Yeah. So.
There are things that stress me out, and I guess nobody really needs to understand that but me. I guess it really isn't anyone's business. No one would really understand unless they were in my situation. But I know I can understand why some people would think it's strange. Like, yeah, I get it. My life seems super easy and simple, but it's really not. There's some things going on, I guess. I feel like a loser because I always need attention from people. And sometimes I have trouble sleeping at night if I didn't get enough attention during the day.
Interesting.
That's why the internet is my best friend. I get lots of attention on there as long as I beg for it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sometimes I feel like a loser because I'm not beautiful. I'm not hideous, but I'm not beautiful.
I beg to differ. I think you're hot. Like, I think you're very attractive, honestly. I don't know. So, I get it though. You probably have like self-esteem issues that have to do with your own, you know, ways of, you know, thinking, your own thinking patterns, you know. I do too. I can relate to that. But don't worry, you are totally good in the looks department.
Sometimes I feel like a loser because people call me cute. Oh, you're cute. Yeah, she's cute. Cute? That's not cutting it. I want to be called beautiful. I don't think anyone has ever called me beautiful. Unless I forgot. I don't know. But I'm tired of being cute. I want to be hot.
I just called you hot. Hit me up. Nah. But no, I mean, like, low key though. But like, hey, at least you're getting something, because the average experience for the average dude is like just being invisible, like zero compliments whatsoever, right? Like, I'm 34. I've been lifting like weights. I've been lifting weights since I was like 13 or 14, so like 20 years. And I've never had like a female come up to me randomly who I don't know and compliment me. You know what I mean? I guess I have, like, when I was a server, you know, and I had to interact with people, and like, but they were always like 55-year-old like women who, like, you know, it's not like in my age range of dating, right? So it's like, it's not really something that counts. But I'm talking about like girls my age, you know, and that's just one example, right? You know, I've had compliments here and there for like my looks, I guess, but I mean, they're so scarce and few and far in between. So, I mean, I'm just going to tell you, it could be a lot worse. I mean, you're complaining about what kind of compliments you get. It can be a lot worse. Trust me.
To be sexy, beautiful, not just cute.
I guarantee you, after this video, her DMs flooded with dudes being like, I think you're sexy. I think you're hot. You know, what? Want to hang out? Like, what area do you live in? Like, I think you're sexy. You're really hot. You're hot. Like, I guarantee you, her DMs were just inundated, stuffed full of thirsty dudes after this video went viral. Guaranteed.
And I'm such a loser. I'll never be any of those things because I don't dress very nice and because I don't want to get my teeth straightened and because
your teeth are fine.
I don't have a skincare routine and all I do is brush my hair. I don't even use conditioner. All I use is shampoo and I just brush my hair and that's it. I don't do anything else to it.
I don't even use shampoo. I just put like bar soap.
I'm so painfully basic. And I know I can change those things, but I just don't. And that's why.
Basic is hot though. Like every time like there's a consensus by other guys of like a girl that they think is a 10 out of 10, I'm like, eh. Like Sydney Sweeney, for example, right? Like, I think she has a decent looking face, but like other guys will like worship her. And I look at her and I'm like, she is like a stick figure, you know? She has no curves. Like, I'm not trying to like body shame or be a dick, but it's just like, that's not a 10, you know? Like, she doesn't, you know, she doesn't do anything for me. Like, I look at her and I'm just like, there's no excitement, you know? There's nothing that like sparks my desire, you know, when I look at Sydney Sweeney, right? But like other guys will call her a 10, right? Whereas like girls that other guys will call basic or, you know, Becky's or whatever, you know, or just average, I tend to find to be a lot more attractive. Like those are the ones I tend to be more attracted to. So like you saying, oh, I'm just basic, like that's not a bad thing. Because like the 10 out of 10s, quote unquote, caked up in makeup with like stick figure bodies, like that's not it. Like that's not it.
I'm a loser. Only a loser complains about things that they want to change about themselves, but they're not willing to actually do it. I feel like a loser because when people tell me their problems, a lot of times I'm not even listening. Or if I am listening, I don't really care. And I wish I did, but a lot of times I just don't.
Yeah.
I have to pretend like I care. And I don't mean to be selfish, and I think I am selfish. And I think that's probably something that I really do need to change about myself.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think everyone has that to some extent. Like, when people are venting to them, like, they have to kind of play it up, at least to some extent. Oh, battery's running low. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Should be good. Okay. So yeah, don't worry. I mean, I'm not trying to like say that your problems, like I hate when people are like, oh, don't worry, everyone deals with that. Like that's not what I'm trying to do. But like, you know, in this case where you're thinking maybe I'm a sociopath or whatever you might be thinking, like I think a lot more people have that characteristic than you think.
I feel like a loser because I've never dated. I have.
All right, here's where I'm going to start being a little critical here. That's on you. All right. I'm going to start being critical because I'm looking at you. You're attractive. Don't even tell me for a second you haven't had opportunities. Like, don't cap.
Had little online boyfriends, and that's it. Never in real life.
That's on you.
And I feel like a loser because I don't even know if I want to try dating in real life. If I want a boyfriend, I just feel kind of numb. I feel like. How do you explain that feeling? Do you guys ever just feel numb? You just feel like you don't really care much about certain things anymore, like, or you just don't have.
I don't know. Do you not have a sex drive? Like, it's not that fucking complicated. I mean, like, do you want to fuck or do you not want to fuck? Like, if you have a sex drive, then, like, you're going to want to do something with somebody in person, whether it's a guy or a girl, depending on who you are, right? Like, so, like, in your case, it's going to be a guy. Like, do you want to or not? Like, it's not. And if you're saying, oh, I'm numb, you know, I don't really know about it, you know, then, you know, maybe there's like a hormonal thing going on with you. Maybe you have like your testosterone is low because like testosterone is something that like girls need too for like a sex drive. So like if your testosterone as a girl is really low, then your sex drive can go down too, right? or if you're on like SSRIs or some shit like that, that will fuck with your sex drive. You said you're anxious, you're probably depressed, so like maybe you're medicated, in which case it can give you that numb feeling, and it can also make you like not care about sex at all, so that could totally be it. But yeah, so who knows.
Feelings about it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it's weird. But I never used to be like this. I used to be like full of love and passion and all that good stuff, and now it's just gone. And I don't even know if I'm straight anymore, or maybe I'm just becoming asexual or something. I don't know.
That's some
I
bullshit.
feel like a loser, especially because I can't even figure myself out.
Some bullshit. Asexual my ass, bitch. I'm just kidding.
Because I don't deal with holidays very well. The noise gets to me. All the talking, all the music. I know I sound like a Scrooge, but it really does get to me. Why can't I be like everyone else and just enjoy it and have fun? I try to, I pretend like I am, but really I'm not. Really, I'm just anxious. Really, I feel like I need to hide because I just want to be in the comfort of my bedroom. And yes, my bedroom is my favorite place in the whole world. And that's why I'm a loser.
Hey, mine too, honestly. Fuck outside.
I want to go places. Right there, it's not really on the camera, but like I have a picture that I'm painting of Cape Town, South Africa, because I want to go there someday. But how can I when I just love being in my bedroom because I can hide in here. It's my privacy, and it's just, it means everything.
Maybe in a few years they'll have like virtual reality that's so realistic that you don't even have to travel anymore. Like you can just like view places in real time through like some sort of virtual reality helmet or whatever. Who knows? Hey, they might develop that. You don't even have to travel. Just stay in your room.
Everything to me. I love my privacy. I feel like a loser because I'm always fake. I always just try and get people to like me, and I don't know, I'm just a really fake person.
You gotta be fake. That's the only way to survive in society. Like 99% of how I act when I'm like out of the house is fake. Like if I was just unfiltered, I mean, I would probably be locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, you gotta like put everything that you say and do through some sort of filter so that you can, you know, you can keep the normal people nice and calm, right? Like all the normal people out there, like you got to kind of babysit them, right? You got to like filter everything you say so that they don't freak out, you know, like I didn't say anything too overstimulating for you, did I? Okay, good. You got to be fake.
What else is there to talk about?
Good question.
The fact that I don't drive. I'm terrified of driving, yeah.
That's
My
valid.
parents drive me around, you know, because I just don't want to do it.
That's a boring topic. Switch to something else.
And people judge me for that harshly. They make sure that I know that I'm a loser. And I'm like, yep, you're right. I am a loser. I know I should be driving. I should be independent. But I'm not. And this is just how it is.
Dude, you know what? She has the same cadence as Angela from The Office. Like, she has like the same speaking patterns and like kind of almost like a monotone voice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, very, very similar vocal cadence. I'm gonna make sure this shit's actually recording.
I want a normal YouTube channel.
Alright, cool.
A YouTube channel that's just full of happy vlogs and full of activities and things that I just don't do, you know?
That shit's boring though. Like, the fake, like blonde white girl who's like 35, who has like the stick figure body and like is married to the white guy who's like 5 inches taller than her, who, works in finance, and they vlog their life. They have like 3 kids, and they got the dog and the cat and the white picket fence. And like, the woman is a stay-at-home mom and she does her whole like YouTube channel. Like, today me and the kids went to Fred Meyer to get some cookie dough because we made a cookie dough house. Bullshit like that. Fuck that. Like, that's hella boring. Why would you want that?
I wish that my videos attracted more female viewers instead of lonely older men. I just feel...
Ouch. Well, I mean, I'm not older, but, I'm a little older. But, hey, you're an attractive girl. You put yourself online. What do you expect? Human nature is going to take its course, baby.
Feels strange that that's going on, you know? I just want to be normal and have normal people watch my YouTube. But no, I'm weird. I'm a strange person and I have strange people watching me. Sorry, guys.
I don't mind being strange. I'm cool with it. I'll own it.
I was recording this video earlier, and it was a 30-minute video, and I was actually crying in it.
Holy shit.
And then I realized I filmed the video at a pretty bad angle, and it didn't do my face any justice. I was like, nope, I want to be beautiful, so I'm gonna redo the video. So yeah, here we are again, and I'm talking about the same things, and I know there were things I mentioned in the first video that I'm forgetting to say in this one, but whatever.
Isn't that the worst?
I mean, I'm a loser, you get the points, right?
Shit happens.
So maybe I should just end it now, because I don't really know what else to say.
End that shit.
I'm just tired, but I know there's a lot more about me that people don't know. And maybe I'll share more about myself on YouTube, but I don't know. I just wanted to make my points clear today that I am in fact a loser, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, I guess. 'Cause
Sweet.
why not?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, that concludes today's video. Feel free to comment if you're a loser or not, and if
Probably. I mean, I'm 34. I've never worked anything above like an entry level job. I have basically 2 years of, community college for like a basic transfer, but obviously I'm not using that shit because you can't get anything with like an associate's really. It's not even like a technical associate's anyways, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm a loser. Who gives a fuck? Like, we're all gonna die anyways, and like, we're all just playing dress up, you know? Like, there's no such thing as like a doctor or a lawyer, out in the jungle. Like, it's not like doctors are growing on trees, I mean, it's just we give someone a white lab coat and we call them a doctor, because they went through some classes, right? Now, granted, having that vetting process and that process of making people go through the ringer in order to attain those types of positions is essential for, having a functioning society, obviously, but like, still, I mean, we're just playing dress up, so what really is a loser? Like, if we're all gonna die, like, aren't we all losers? And I think that is the takeaway message, people. That is the takeaway message, is that we are all losers because we're all gonna die. And there's no way to get around that. So, you might think you're winning, but when you're 6 feet under, you ain't gonna think that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys made it to the end, please, let me know in the comments. And again, feel free to like and subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. That would be amazing. Halfway to 1,000. Have a good day, guys. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.